Hello, James Atkins from Vantage Strategy and Marketing. There's been a really big shift in marketing in the last few years, in part driven by the digital revolution, where customers now have significantly more power and control in relationships with businesses. It's moved, effective marketing, from being a monologue where people blasted messages to being a two-way dialogue, where value is given and received, information is exchanged. It's no longer merely promotional. Well, if it is merely promotional, it's becoming much more competitive and quite often price-driven. Content, I believe, content that creates a really engaging dialogue is in fact the new currency of marketing. And effective marketers are able to use their authentic, genuine voice to have a proper dialogue with customers and to engage them in a really fantastic way. But there's lots of content, you say. If I just add more content, more information, there's lots of blasted messages, it'll just be more of the clutter. Well, I think there's a way you can cut through the clutter. And I've come up with what I call the sweet spot of content marketing, the sweet spot of marketing. And you can use it almost like a filter to determine whether the content you're providing is actually effective in engaging in a dialogue. The first thing is it digestible? And digestible for one group of customers may be quite different to digestible for another. A 140-word character tweet might be right for one group versus another in a more complex technical market may need significant case studies and data and technical information. But if you understand the context of your customer, you can understand what is digestible for them in each situation. The second is, most importantly, does it solve problems? Marketing of products and services that don't solve problems really is very bland and has nothing in terms of engaging the customers. Customers are looking for problems to be solved. In fact, they're out there searching for content that solves their problems. What are they going to find about you? The third is, how does it relate to your competitive advantage? What is it that is sustainable, unique about your product and service? How is your marketing relating to that? How is your marketing showing what is unique about you? Now, it's really simple that you could have digestible marketing that relates to competitive advantage, but if it doesn't solve a problem of a customer, it's going to be ignored. It's not relevant. You similarly could have digestible marketing activities that solve problems, but if it doesn't relate to your competitive advantage, over time, there'll be a disconnect. Why are you in fact in the equation at all? Similarly, it could be solve problems and have competitive advantage, but if it's not digestible, why will anyone listen at all? In fact, I think a lot of marketing is purely promotional because all it does is pick one of these or just focuses on digestible information that you can get out about your brand. End of the day, if it's not solving problems or relating to your expertise, then it's not going to be effective. So the sweet spot, from where I sit, is in here. Digestible, solving problems, and relating to your competitive advantage. If you can really hit that sweet spot every time, you'll start to engage in a true dialogue with customers.